Subscribe to my channel before we get into this. The echo of her laugh still lingers in my mind. It's no longer the soft, charming sound that once drew me in. Now it's sharp, cruel, a deliberate sting meant to wound. That moment unfolded as I walked into our home, holding a simple cardboard box containing everything from my workplace. My company had downsized, and my position was one of the first to vanish. I stood in the kitchen, necktie loose, smelling faintly of sour coffee and failure. She leaned against the counter, wine glass in hand, releasing that harsh, biting laughter. "I knew you'd crack eventually," she said, devoid of any warmth or empathy. Those words seared me, like a brand pressed against skin. We had shared 8 years together. Starting in university, she buried in law textbooks. I absorbed in mechanical design. Back then, she admired my creativity, my knack for turning ideas into inventions. We built a life together, or at least that's what I thought. Gradually, her admiration changed. She wasn't drawn to me. She wanted what I could give her. The more I earned, the kinder she seemed. The more I struggled, the colder she became. I ignored the warning signs, convinced that love would blind me, when in reality it forces you to choose ignorance deliberately. Her betrayal didn't arrive suddenly. It seeped in like poison to the veins. First came subtle critiques, then sharp remarks at dinners with guests, proclaiming herself the true achiever in our partnership. Distance grew. Her phone never stopped ringing. Her smiles never reached her eyes when they met mine. The final blow came 3 months after I lost my job. I overheard her on the phone, loud and unconcerned about me hearing. "He's just a liability now. I need an upgrade." My value, apparently, was only as a stepping stone. That night, and the one after, I stayed silent. Sorrow turned into strategy. She thought I was broken. I was building a new beginning. Years earlier, I'd registered the rights to an invention my employer had dismissed. I kept it hidden, a secret ace. As she basked in her legal victories, I refined it, polished every detail, and waited for the right moment to claim it. When the $167 million landed in my account, my heart raced, but I didn't tell her a word. I continued to live as though I struggled, economizing, enduring her insults, letting her believe she had won, while securing my wealth in an untouchable arrangement beyond her reach. Every derisive glance she threw my way became fuel. Every insult sharpened the tool I was quietly preparing. Then came the day she handed over the divorce papers. "This benefits both of us," she said, feigning calm. She believed she was discarding failure. Unbeknownst to her, she was walking straight into her own downfall. I signed without hesitation, allowed her to feel victorious, residence, car, and assets she knew of, all hers. Her attorney looked impressed. "Rare to meet a man who doesn't contest," he said. I played the ruined man perfectly. Months passed. She reveled in her perceived triumph. New apartment, updated wardrobe, a fresh partner. I stayed in the background, silent, letting her enjoy the illusion. Meanwhile, whispers began to circulate. The invention rights transaction had come to light in her social circle. One evening, my phone lit up with her name. I let it ring. When I finally answered, her voice was urgent. "Why didn't you tell me about the invention rights? You made a fortune." I smiled into the quiet. "You already defined my value," I said. The real confrontation came when she summoned me to court, attempting to claim a fortune that never belonged to her. She appeared, immaculate, with her lawyer, full of confidence, presenting arguments of deception. I handed over my documentation. Every invoice, timeline, verified record proving the invention rights were mine, registered long before our relationship, protected beyond her legal reach. Her attorney's face fell, then hers. I saw her speechless for the first time. The judge, sympathetic, dismissed the case. She had sought an upgrade and ended up disgraced. Her composure crumbled in the courtroom. Later, she confronted me in the hallway, shouting, "You tricked me." I turned, calm and deliberate. "No," I said, "you misjudged me." Her eyes glistened, not with regret, but anger. She didn't mourn losing me. She mourned losing the fortune. Do I regret it? Not in the slightest. Some ask if revenge brings satisfaction. It does, but quietly. Not like fire or an explosion, but serene restoration of balance. I didn't boast. I simply watched the woman who once ridiculed me, holding a wine glass, struggle in stunned silence. I walked away with my identity, my invention, and $167 million. All reasons I would never endure her laughter again. And that was enough.